Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher's Circus, and don't worry, I'm not playing Immortal Musketeer. It's a, it's a weird version of the Immortal Musketeer I've got going here. I have Punish on the Flagellant, I have a more regular setup on all the characters, and I just want to not play this like an Immortal Musketeer would. I just want to see if, you know, Shep Stress number 6, which is what this team actually is gonna end up being better or worse than, you know, Ship Stress number 5 and those ones with the Arbalest. I want to see if Musketeer is a decent tool to have in the back, because she also has some stuff that other characters don't. She has the stress heal. If there's repulse on the enemy team, then, you know, she's not going to be dealing stress, unfortunately. She's basically just a support, kind of like the Arbalest would be. But against, instead of healing the bleed, she's going to be healing the blights, and she's going to be causing stress heals. I think against damage teams it would be better to have the Arbalest, you know, just because it's the Arbalest, but this is still fine. I'm thinking whether I want to guard here or not. Because I know it looks extremely dumb to guard here, but it actually isn't. Because if I drop a guard, I force my opponent to go puncture, and if they go puncture, they might pull me to position 1. If they don't, then they can't kill my Abomination, which is really good, because that means I get to transform twice. Because Mr. D is playing with a Jester WD, except instead of Abomination, they're bringing Shieldbreaker, so it's an even crazier Jester WD, even more aggressive. What they've got going here. Are they gonna decide the puncture? Yes, they are, and they still do 6 damage, which is actually a bit more than I wanted to see, I must say, but I'm just going to move back here. They can't go for the finale immediately, they only have 6 to 11 damage. So yeah, unfortunately they didn't get the pull on me, I wish they did, but there is no justice in this world, I suppose. And they're probably going to Dark Stab me here, but this is when we might see the Musketeer actually do more than the Arbalest would, because I get to drop a crit heal for 24 here, which, I mean, the Arbalest can do that, but now I have plus healing received on this Abomination, meaning that I'm basically capable of keeping him... Oh, that really sucks. Okay, as long as he doesn't die to a finale, I mean, as long as he doesn't die to a non-finale ability, this should be a-okay. But yeah, that does really quite suck. I'm going to just transform here and stun the Crusader. I could go ahead and drop a regen on the Musketeer, but the reason I'm not doing that is because after they shoot me, well, they have Holy Lance and the Arbalest to attack me, but now after they shoot me, if I had the regen, they could still puncture and bring me down to 0, but if I heal myself, they won't be able to bring me down to 0 because Pierce doesn't. Wait, Pierce hits position 4, I just realized. Oh, this freaking stupid ability. I was like, oh, I know it doesn't work against position 4. No, it actually does. It actually does, but only if, yeah. The only thing that it does have is that you can't be in position 4 and use it. Jesus, that thing hits position 4. God damn. Like, it's not a good ability, you know. It does 8 to 14 damage here. Even if it does hit, then they still can't reach me because Dark Snap doesn't reach. But it's still incredibly annoying to be dealing with it. Yeah, for sure, incredibly annoying. So the Jester's kind of in a weird spot. There's probably going to be a move forward. Yeah, there's the Pierce. And now he's going to drop a Harvest, which is a lot better than whatever else he had in store. I suppose that means that they don't want to drop a Finale. Or rather, they still can. They still can drop a finale. I won't drop the regen immediately just to make them wait a little bit. And I'm just going to drop a Bellow here. Yeah, I am in doubt, so I should Bellow it out, right? Fail 3 of the debuffs. Oh, this is what happens when you don't bring Eerie Eye on your Man at Arms. Jesus. Yeah, no Eerie Eye. It really is a drug, isn't it? Oh, I miss it. I miss having the Eerie Eye. Oh, they're still gonna make me freaking choose. I mean, if I Reclaim and they drop a Finale, I think this is still good for me, so let's do it. Yeah, Reclaim it is then. Do you want to Finale that, question mark? It's your first kill, and it's with the Finale. It's usually not what you'd go for playing it with a team like this, you know, this aggressive. You want to get a kill, and then you still have the Finale to get the second one, and then you just win. But yeah, they're gonna go for it. They are gonna go for it, so no more Musketeer for me, unfortunately. And now it's just gonna be Bellow time. Yeah, probably just Bellow again and reduce their damage once more, or at least try. Okay, we do apply the debuffs on everyone. They might just flare here to get rid of the daze, because dazes are incredibly annoying, but it looks like they won't. Yeah, they want to stun my Abomination, because if he gets to do his thing, then this gets really, really dicey for Mr. D. I might want to drop a Reclaim on him, because he's going to be taking a fair bit of damage here. So yeah, I am actually going to be dropping a Reclaim. Since they don't have a Finale anymore, my Flagellant is going to be really difficult to kill, especially considering that I have Exotic Snuff. I kind of miss the fact that I have Exotic Snuff. Wow. That's unfortunate. That's a shield breaker moment. Why do you bring Graceful Anklet and not the Monkey Paw if you're gonna bring a finisher? That is crazy though. I mean, sure, you take an extra 10% stress and 3 crit, but that 4 accuracy, missing that other kiss there might make a huge difference actually. Like, absolutely ginormous. So I'm pretty sure Mr. D is regretting not bringing, you know, not bringing more than 4 accuracy on the Shieldbreaker. Are they gonna drop the round 3 Valid? Nah, they won't. They're gonna drop the Harvest. No, they're gonna drop the round 3 Valid. They don't want to miss another of those Adder's Kisses. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough, I suppose. I'm going to transform and actually slam this Crusader out of here. So unfortunately, my guards are, like, not that useful. But doing this, I get the second round of horror coming through, which really is the only stress output I have at the moment. Like, I'm not doing stress with this team. This team does not do stress. No stress in the front line. Barely any stress from the men-at-arms. Musketeer, literally 0 stress, so... yeah, transforming really is your main stress-dealing ability. So they're going to be doing some damage there onto the Flagellant. I might want to... go ahead and, like, it looks sus, like, but I could guard here. Nah, it's extremely dumb. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna guard. The Exsanguinate might miss, which is kind of the only problem I have at the moment. But I really want to Bellow, so I'm gonna risk it. Like, I really want to Bellow. But yeah, can I please start getting debuffs? Like, getting a debuff there on the Arbals would have been huge. But okay, sure, fine. I can live with this too. I can't move forward, unfortunately, but I could move back, but no, it won't work. Yeah, I have to go for a heal here. I could risk it, but it would be incredibly incredible of me to risk it at this point, so I'm just gonna drop a redeem on there. Unfortunately, you have to do this. A lot of stress wasted on that Jester, sadly, but we're getting close to Afflictions on my opponent's side, but I don't think this team does enough damage. Yeah, that's kind of the only problem I got here. I don't think this team does enough stress. Yeah, I feel like it doesn't. It's really not working out too well for me. So he does some extra stress with the Act Out, not bad. Here comes the Harvest. Like, the Arbalist would have had Medic's full plate, so she would have been much harder to kill than with the Finale and stuff like that. So I feel like this would have been better just having her. But you know, itty what itty. I'm going to de-transform here. I'm going to drop a stun on the Crusader before he can do more Crusader stuff. Or I could just stun the Shieldbreaker, but then they just flare it anyway. So yeah, let's just stop the Crusader stuff. It is an unfortunate spot to be in. I'm gonna have to Bellow this out. What can I do? They can Adder's Kiss me, and that's it. Yeah, but this Flagellant needs to live, but I can't guard him. I really can't guard him. They're going to flare, the Crusader's gonna do stuff. Socialism is when the Crusader does stuff. And the more stuff it does, the more socialism it is. And if he does a real lot of stuff, it's communism. I'm not sure if I'm gonna drop another redeem this early. I might have to high roll it on the Exang. Yeah, but I really want the Afflictions. Screw it, I really want the Afflictions, TBH. Yeah, we're getting so close to those Afflictions. I really wish I had the Shieldbreaker there, but that's gonna have to do. That's 4 Afflictions by round 5, which isn't bad, but they're all at pretty much full HP apart from the Crusader. Okay, he's gonna go for the stun. If he gets the stun, I surrender. Well, they're gonna get the stun and the kill. Okay, no stun, so there's still... Unfortunately, there's still hope. Okay, I might have one chance of winning this. Ah, I don't do enough. Ah, and I don't get... Okay, it's a 5%. Come on, Shep. Come on. Yeah, if I... No, even if I had dealt enough damage there, I don't have an attacking move anymore. Oh, that's really, really unfortunate that he went powerful, though. That's a lot of plus damage. Yeah, that is a lot of plus damage. So my heals are pretty much just going to be used every single turn, but I mean, every single turn is not too bad. It could be worse than that. They're going to drop Pierce now on the A-bomb. I'll just redeem him. I'm fine. Yeah. Oh, and I missed the Shieldbreaker again. This is such an unfortunate match. If they had gone Afflicted there, I'd say this would be going very, very well for me still. Because my Man-at-Arms is fine, my Flashbomb has a couple more turns in him, the Abomination's doing okay, but... Here come the damage buffs. He's still only doing 7, but yeah, that's 7 with 2 damage debuffs on him, so yeah... it's really hurting. It's really hurting. The problem is that I can't, like, save the Musketeer here for the Musketeer to just save someone else. I couldn't have done that because they would just go Puncture, and Puncture kind of like nullifies my strategy, unfortunately. I can't risk it. They have a finisher, so I'm just gonna do this. 6 and 6. Yeah, they're gonna shoot me down to 0. Uh-oh. 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 Come on, act out. Selfish and irrational. Okay, that's another affliction coming through. That's pretty decent. I don't know. The team is decent. It's reasonably good, but it's probably not as good as all the other Chef's Dresses we already have. And I mean, do you really need 6 in your arsenal? Do you really need 6 Chef's Dresses? Like, first one's fine, second one's meh, third one's fine, fourth one's fine, fifth one's fine. And do you really need a 6th one is the question. They don't even go for the kill. Or was that an act out? No, that was probably an act out. Well... Well, it would appear that the buffoon is flummoxed. I'm gonna... I'm missing the Arbos now. Oh, man. Oh, please. Oh, okay, I'm gonna stop running this setup. Like, I miss my Uri so much. Yeah, regular Chef's Stress here, like, let's be honest, the doggy would have died super quickly. And I mean it, super quickly. But he would have gotten at least 1 Hound's Harry off. Would have been more than the Musketeer did. The Men-at-Arms would have been bellowing from round 1, just shredding this team entirely with Pit Fighters and Mirai. Like, just completely destroying whatever they're doing. If the doggy is getting focused down, then the Abomination isn't, so the Abomination would still transform twice. And then the Flagellant would probably be getting stunned, but he wouldn't die that quick, because they don't have an Abomination to push him, so it would actually be a-okay. I could get lucky here. Like, my only winning chance is that now I stun the Crusader. The Arbos passes. Like, if the Arbos passes here, it's GG. Like, it might actually be GG. If the Arbos passes, I will just click the Abomination, and then kill the Crusader, like, with a double stun, and it's all good. Like, it all depends on this Arbos turn. Wow. Wow! Okay, it's actually winnable. It is actually very much winnable. The Crusader passes, the Jester is gone. Extra stress with 2 characters, I will take it, gladly. And I have a 25 to get the kill here. Do I get the 25? No. Do I get the stun? No. Okay. Okay. Now that's a bit unfortunate. They use the Arbos turn immediately to go for the heal because they want to stun me here. I could defend her. Oh, I've lost if I... I have to defend her. I know it looks incredibly dumb, but here's the thing. If they kill my Abomination, I cannot win the match because they have a Crusader. Like, I really need to pray that they're selfish just did some stupid act out or something. And but yeah, no, now they're gonna go for the stun on me. I'm still alive, but it's a barely situation, barely alive. Oh yeah, I feel like it's been a bit too much, and that virtue, like this virtue screws me over too hard. Unfortunately, look at this, we just didn't do enough stress. Like, the Abomination did enough to get them afflicted, but that's really all we've got. And yeah, he's gone, and now they have a Virtuous Crusader. They still have too much HP on their characters, so let's go for match number 2. GG's, Mr. Desync. Alright, and here we go straight into a match number 2, and this is disastrous already because my opponent's playing with a DOT team. With Hemlock, Plague Doctor, Flagellant, and I'm playing with a Prot team. I decided to go Prot, Stress, Leper. Thankfully my opponent doesn't have disruption, so this could be worse than what it is. But it doesn't look good regardless, so let's start off with a nice little slam on the Flagellant. So what's the idea behind this team? Well, we have the Stress bases, we have the Abomination with the Regis Cloak and the Spiked Chain, and we have the Men-at-Arms here just ready to spam Bellows. And then in the front line, instead of having like a Flagellant, I have a Leper, which is going to be applying damage debuffs to strategic characters, which means the Arbalist, with the Intimidate, and he's going to be very, very tanky with the Withstand if need be. With the Pit Fighter's Helm, Snuff, and the Withstand, he's actually very good. And if I need to protect my Antiquarian, I have the Protect Me, which I will use on the Leper, make him go up to 80 Prot, 25 dodge actually, if I give him like bolster or something. And he also has very decent stun resistance. No! I couldn't act like my here's what happened. Okay, thank you, Mr. D. Thank you. So yeah, here's what happened. Unfortunate. Oh, that was actually a really good pass for me. I might do it again. Nah, let's not push my luck, okay? Oh, we've already been quite lucky. Let's not push it. I'm gonna. Well, I really want a command buff here, but let's Bellow first. I think the Bellow is going to be quite useful. Yeah, not Bellow, it's Bolster first. The Bolster will be handy, and then we're probably just going to spam Rejuvenating Vapor. So let's be honest, their DOT output is stronger than my regen, but the regen will still slow the game down enough, especially with me having our boss. This might be worth it. At least I hope it's worth it. I could also just use Protect Me on the Abomination, maybe. That's also that's also a possibility. So they're doing a lot of DOT for sure, but yeah, the Repulse is gonna counter it. Trust, guys. Repulse has never let us down. So I need a crit B-Spile here. A crit B-Spile here would be huge. Unfortunately, no, but at least I have the Spiked Chain. They do have the healing from the Plague Doctor. Yeah, they do have the healing from the Plague Doctor, so me doing a lot of DOT isn't that good. They're gonna DOT the hell out of me. Do I want to go for the Protect Me already? Probably not. I probably want to... Well, Bellows are useless here, apart from doing Stress. Yeah, last match the Bellows would have been so good, now they're just kinda useless. Unfortunately, I might just go for Purge here, because I have all the abilities you wouldn't expect on the Leper. I have Purge, Withstand, Intimidate, and of course I have his Self-Heal, but yeah, I have a ton of wacko abilities for sure. I'm actually just gonna Bellow. I need to do some stress here. They have extra stress taken on all of their characters. The damage debuffs are important against the Highman anyway. He's in position 1, he's just gonna move back here, unfortunately. That means that I might just... This doesn't look that good. Here's what we do. We purge the Jester, and next turn we purge the Flagellant. Yeah, that's what we do. Purge the Jester, then purge the Flagellant. So they're gonna DOT the hell out of my backline, but I'm gonna drop more Rejuvenating Vapors. Trust. Trust. They're gonna make a difference soon. It's a lot of regen with the Tears of the Lost. Yeah, they're gonna help. I'm gonna have to like go Protect Me on the Abomination and kind of just sacrifice the Man-at-Arms just to leave him to his fate in a bit. He's gonna survive for a couple more turns at least with the regen I dropped, but yeah, I am gonna have to leave him to his fate eventually. Which is sad, but you know, such is the way of counter picks. Like, my Prot can't really do anything against what Mr. D has here. If I had a Flagellant with Drain of Stars, it would have been really freaking good, but yeah, I went with the anti-damage setup, and I'm regretting it for sure. Oh, they go Duelist Advance, so I can't go for the Purge. Oh, how smart of you. How dare you do something so smart. I will just go for the Intimidate now. Yeah, let's keep hammering this Jester down. We can't let him get a finale off. even if it's gonna take a while. I'm gonna just intimidate him. Intimidate is kind of like panic darts. It's more like expose. Yeah, it's more like expose, but it hits all the way to position 4, so it has a lot of reach. It does a very decent amount of stress at 25. The damage mod on it's pretty bad at -80. I wish it did a bit more, but it still does more damage than you'd expect it to, because Leopard just has so much base damage. So if it had a damage mod like -60, like the panic darts that the Grave Robber has, it would probably be a bit too strong. Why are they going stab instead of Noxious Blast? I don't know. He's going crazy now. Even as a damage debuff. Nah, he's lost it. Yeah, he's lost it, unfortunately. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a Bellow here. This might be our final one. He lets me down a bit. They get one dodge. This is a really sad video. I'm just getting counterpicked, I think. Like the last match, it would have been better for me to go against this, because I would have the blight clear, I would have the ranging shot, and then this match would have been way better to go against what they had last match. Like, sure, my Antiquarian would still die, because they would just puncture her, but it would take a while with take cover. The Leopard would be basically like unstoppable. It would have been really cool. But now I just have to I do this, I suppose. Let's do this. They're going to punish the hell out of my Leopard, but I'm hoping that with another transformation, I'm going to do enough stress to potentially make this work. Okay, that's a big riposte we got going. Yeah, it's a very nice crit. I might just be Spile again here. Yeah, I might just be Spile again, actually, like, especially with the damage buff that I just got. I'm gonna do this again, and now they're both dropping to their store, and it's also a fair bit more stress. I could have just transformed there and done something, and now this turn de-transformed and biled again. But I just want to do this DOT here. I think it's the best move for me. Though I must say, it's not looking good. Oh, they can Noxious Blast me all the way, all the way from 4 into 1. The DOT, it's stacking up. Okay. I need to get an Affliction somewhere. If I make this Flagellant go Afflicted, it might save my match. Alright, let's try it. Yeah, it's... okay, it's gonna take a while for it to work. But if I make the Flagellant go Afflicted and make him go Rapturous and do something bad, it might save my match. Because in this situation, he's just Flagellant and I don't have anything to deal with him, pretty much. So I really need the Affliction to just do something, and after that, maybe we can still do this. So they're doing a lot of damage to my Abomination. Is the regen enough to save him? If I drop another regen, rather. No, it's not, unfortunately. That means I have to go for a heal here soon. Ah, that sucks. Freaking high, man. Even though my riposte did 11 damage, they still go for it. Crazy. I'm gonna... yeah, the regen here just... it's not gonna help. Sadly, it's not gonna help. I'm kind of just wasting one turn of regen, but at the same time, I'm keeping myself with the riposte for an extra turn. So it's still good for me. That's another turn that they're not hitting me. So they're gonna click the Flagellant. They're probably gonna drop a Redeem on this Jester. Yes, they are, but I will just transform Rage him. I know it's a 50-50. I know I did the exact same thing in the last video and it missed, but I have to go for it again. The reason I have to do this is because if I don't, I lose the match. So I really have to do it. It's another 50-50. It does land, but it's not quite as much damage as I was hoping for. Yeah, that store debuff is really hurting. They go Selfish. Selfish is a good one. He might do some silly stuff. Yeah, that was relatively silly, but it's not really silly enough. Oh, it's all Jover, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's all Jover. Let's see, how much damage does it pass to? Yeah, that's 15. It's enough to bring me down to 0. I don't think I can win this anymore. Yeah, I don't think I can win this anymore. The best play there probably would have been to just drop another regen or whatever, but now they still have the Flagellant. I only have the Leopard here, and like, it's gonna take forever for this Leopard to actually kill that Flagellant, but more importantly, we still have to kill the Jester, which, yeah, easier said than done. Maybe if I get an Intimidate crit on him, though. Yeah, Intimidate crit. And then, no, the Plague Doctor is just gonna Noxious me down. Even if she doesn't, she's going to Incision me. So yeah, if they were down the Plague Doctor here, then maybe I could still win. But they're not. My turn's gone. They're gonna go for yet another Harvest. I get a dodge though. I have 40 dodge on the antiquarian. That's actually a fair bit. That is a fair bit. And they are probably just gonna punish. Yeah, they get the guaranteed hit, and this is gonna have to be a very huge intimidate. Like a huge intimidate into staying alive for longer than the leper should, into just winning because they go rapturous on the flagellant. Sadly, it's not enough stress, like just barely not enough stress. That is so unfortunate. 198. I'm not sure if Mr. D is gonna drop a heal on there. Like maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Yeah, he has two capabilities of healing. The selfish won't say no to a heal, unfortunately. Yeah, but even if they heal, then I could maybe do enough. Oh, then I could maybe do 3 damage with my anti-current, but no, I don't think that's gonna happen. Ooh, that's probably not gonna happen. They go rapturous, and yeah, I just want to see if the Jester dies. Oh, is that extra stress? No, he just goes for the punish act out. But yeah, I just want to see the Jester die here, then I'll surrender. I want to just get him out of the match. Yeah, I want to see him just be a gunner. Actually, they might kill me before that happens. No, they move back so they can go for the finale, but yeah, no, it's not happening. It's not happening. The Highman is gonna go afflicted from that. I'm already dropping to their store, aren't I? Yeah, that's why they moved back. It wasn't for the finale. Yeah, they did that for a specific reason. I could heal myself here, but that's trolling at this point because I've already lost the match. I do this, I reshuffle everyone, and I'm gonna see if the Flagellant actually self-moves. Like, it can happen here. The Plague Doctor could move back with Paranoid. She could move back with Paranoid, but nah, she's just gonna go aggressive. She's gonna go for the Incision, and it's gonna be Wicked Slice with Finisher, and that's probably gonna be all she wrote for my Leper. And no, he lives! He lives on. Yeah, Leper has Leper RNG. They pass with the Flagellant. You know I can still hit him, right? I can still hit him like this. Okay, sadly I don't get the death blow. But yeah, I'm just going to surrender. I'm going to take the W, I'm going to snatch it from Mr. D, and I'm going to give him the W myself rather than letting him take it. Yeah, there you go. That's my way of winning. But let's go for match number 3. Alright, and here we go straight into a match number 3, and OG, look at that. Mr. D is playing the Armored Burger. The Armored Burger from Koshiro. This is an ancient team. So he saw me playing Stress Rep and he's like, that's not how you do it. And now he's doing it right. I'm playing Chef Stress number 3, except I brought Hellion. Yeah, I should have Flagellant here. Instead I have a Hellion. If I had Flagellant, I would just insta-win this match. Unfortunately, I have Hellion, but you know, it's still playable. Actually has Chop on this Leper. Actually has Chop. That's very weird. Maybe this is a better setup. Maybe this is the refined setup that they got going, huh? Well, we shall see. I'm gonna transform. I'm gonna slam this. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm still not fully healed, but I'm almost there. Like, that's the very first cough of the video. So the next video, no coughs, or maybe just one. Yeah, I don't know why. It's always like the double cough. It's the double tap. It is the double tap that I get. Did they command buff? Oh, they did, didn't they? Wow, they immediately command buff so they can hit my Grave Robber. That's crazy. So here's the problem. If I Panic Darts their Occultist, then the Man-at-Arms just guards him. I'm still gonna do it, obviously, but it's gonna be not that cool. Because they went command buff, they might actually hit the Holy Lance on me here, but I have 64 dodge, so I mean, like, come on, 64 dodge, no way you hit that, right? Yeah, they're gonna go for the Abomination instead, you better. And they still miss! They still miss the Abomination. I'm gonna drop the Yop immediately, maybe they missed the Lepers. Intimidate, so they have 95 accuracy, which goes up to 115 plus 823. They actually revenge. They revenge on the Armored Burger. That's crazy that they go for that. I want to get rid of both of them. Oh, getting rid of the Crusader would actually be really good here too. Getting rid of the Leper would be good too. But I think that the Occultist really is the most important one. So getting rid of the Man-at-Arms to get rid of the Occultist might be the move here. I could just get lucky and drop like a crit. Or rather, just drop the Occultist to 0. That would be... No! No, I failed the blight. No freaking way. Grave Robber failing blights. He has 70% blight resistance on there because of the freaking rancid cure-all. Wow. Yeah, that freaking cat meme. Yeah, every time you use rancid cure-all, then a cat loses her life. But you don't care about cat, you only care how to win. Yeah, that's really, really what it is. That's actually crazy that that happened though. Like, not ironically crazy. Like, Jesus. He actually resisted. He gets the freaking 10%. I have not seen a Grave Robber Panic Darts not blight in so long, especially with Satchel of Dirty Tricks. Like, that's out of this world. He gets another crit on the freaking Man-at-Arms. Oh, he doesn't have numbing instance. Oh, this Man-at-Arms is so screwed. Yeah, he is genuinely so screwed. I'm gonna go ahead and probably just, yeah, keep dropping Panic Darts. Like, I want to make him go down to 0, basically, with the Panic Darts. I know I'm not gonna kill him, but if I make him go down to 0, then he's gonna take way more stress, and he's just gonna get afflicted anyway. They're gonna bolster, actually, so I'm gonna go for another one. Yeah, I will go for another one. Even though I know I won't get the kill, because eventually they're just gonna guard every turn and whatnot. I'm actually just going to bolster here. Oh no, 2 coughs. Okay, next video only 1. Next video only 1. I'm going to Bellow, I mean, just to reduce the damage from that Crusader a little bit. They might not go into the riposte now, they might just go crazy for the Grave Robber. It could work. They still have the command buff and the writ. So I imagine they'll go for the Grave Robber. I would. Yeah, I'd go for the Grave Robber. Does Mr. D go for her? Yeah, he does. He misses, but that was still the best move. Better than just like 5 damage on the Man-at-Arms, which is useless, and better than getting riposted. So yeah, he just does the what I say is correct move there. Unfortunately, he's now in position 1, and even though I don't have any debuff chance, but I don't bring any debuff chance in this setup because I don't feel like it's worth it. It's not worth it. The Crusader would just should not be resisting. He only has 10% debuff resistance, so I should be applying the Yops anyway. And I have an extra bit of dodge on the Hellion, so she actually has 35 dodge in this setup, all being relatively tanky, which is really quite nice. I'm going to drop yet another of the Terrifying Yops, just to make these guys like miss everything. And yeah, this time it does apply. This debuff lasts for 3 rounds, so if you want to play Hellion, this is the way to play her. If Mr. D had Purge, I would already have lost, because she goes to position 4, and then she drops Breakthrough for 6, 3, 2 damage, basically. And she debuffs herself and dazes herself. So if they had the Purge, I would be losing already, but since they don't have the Purge, then I'm doing just fine. If Adrenaline Rush healed someone else, she would actually be a decent character. Like, even if she got pushed, she could still be playable, because heals are OP. But unfortunately, it doesn't heal another character. A Bellow here is actually a triple affliction, so I'm gonna take it. 3 afflictions looks very, very juicy. Yeah. What does the leper get? Go Fearful. Of course he gets literally the leper affliction, like the very best affliction you can get on a leper. Oh, and the Crusader goes masochistic. What is this? They're all getting the best afflictions. At least Occultist goes selfish, but he kind of has dodge, so it's a bit bad. Like, it's crazy. These 2 afflictions do nothing bad. Okay, now they're gonna go for the guards, and yeah, I'm gonna go just Panic Darts on the Man-at-Arms, and this is probably 4 afflictions, which is actually, yeah, that actually looks pretty good, I must say. 4 afflictions does look quite juicy. He goes abusive, which is really good for me, so these 2 relatively good for me. This one's kind of like neck and neck between good and bad, because if he moves to position 1, that could actually be really bad for my opponent. Oh, nice riposte. Very nice riposte. And I might actually just not heal myself here. But Shep, you're gonna die. I won't. Watch this. So here's the reason I don't die. I go for the push on the Crusader. He only has 10% move resistance, so he goes all the way to the back again to being useless, and now I'm in position 1 where I'm safe from him. So all they have to kill me is like a 25%. and I already applied a horror to everyone. If I healed myself, then they could hit me again, and then I'd have to transform, but then I wouldn't be in that, as good of a position, so they go for the 25. This way I just get to transform for free, and now I get to do this, and heal, and everything's perfectly okay. And this is just really not the greatest counter pick you'd have against the Armored Burger, but it's working out really well, because the Armored Burger is the Armored Burger team. It works well when it's going, when you can use its armor. You can't use its armor here in this situation, but it's a very cool team. I love it. I definitely love it. Interesting setups for sure. Very interesting setups, I must say. But if it's stupid but it works, it ain't stupid. Yeah, it's just not working in this specific situation, sadly, for my opponent. I'm not sure if I could have gone Toxin Trickery a long while ago. Could you imagine if this cleared Horror? Oh, that would just be awesome. Yeah, that would be straight up awesome. I'm just going to Yop here. When in doubt, Yop it out. I don't want to cause myself to go Afflicted just yet. I want to hopefully make them drop another Abyssal Artillery on me, make me go up to like 96 stress, and then I click and waste like 30 stress. That would just be the dream here. Sadly, my Grave Robber is like actually getting hurt between everything they've already done. Yeah, she's actually starting to hurt. I'm gonna drop another Panic Darts on the Man-at-Arms. He might actually die to a heart attack soon. Yeah, he might actually die to a heart attack soon, or at the very least take it. He moves forward with the Occult, which is pretty good for me, and thankfully I get a dodge. Did the command buffs run out? No, they had a command buff. Yeah, see, exactly. Only 4 stress from what could have been like 30 plus. That is very good. He goes Fearful, which kind of sucks, but it's time to Bellow. And oh, the stress output on this team is actually juicy. Like the Hellion that has been able to just spam their freaking Yops. Like, she does 20 stress, and with the Bone Vet, she does an extra 20, so this is actually doing 24 stress. So that's 48 stress. Among the 2 characters that it hits. Like, that's pretty good. That's a Hound's area on everyone. That's 12, 12, 12, 12. That's actually quite juicy. The Grave Robber is also doing very good amounts of stress. If I Bellow here, I will just get 2 characters. Honestly, I would Bellow, but I'd actually rather just potentially use my Grave Robber's final turn. So this team should have like a flash one to tie everything together. You know, you could drop Reclaims on people, then you have Redeems and all that. So that's what you'd usually bring. In this setup, you know, you can't do that. The Hellion can't support your team like a flash one or a Crusader would. But that's perfectly okay. The Hellion just does Hellion things, and it's not as bad as you'd imagine it to be, I guess. Yeah, it hasn't been as bad as I would have imagined it to be. Like, she's actually doing reasonably well. I'm gonna do this. That might still make the Leper have a heart attack. Unfortunately, it doesn't, but I mean, close enough. I've already used both transformations, so reaching this Occultist is actually going to be a bit harder than you think. But yeah, it's just been the Abyssal Artillery, and even though the Abyssal Artillery has done a lot, like, it's the only thing my opponent has done. The Leper went for chops on my Abomination, but, I mean, he didn't get any crits on it, so I guess it just wasn't enough to stop me from transforming twice. It's like they have the mix between damage and stress, but it just really hasn't been working out too well. The Crusader has been dropping Holy Lances, which have been pitiful. Like, on the stress teams, Holy Lances are so pitiful. It's actually sad what they do here, because he's been dropping Holy Lances. Like, sometimes they hit, sure, but I mean, they've done nothing, straight up nothing. Even when they hit, they've slowly brought my Grave Robber down to 0, but she's done more than enough. She's dropped 5 Panic Darts, and she's basically won the match because of it. I'm just going to... I want to, like, hit that Crusader for a bit, but I'm just going to Bellow here. Bellow here should be at least a kill. Ah, the Fearful says no. Yeah, this video has pretty much been just the Men-at-Arms just bellowing and waiting because of it, or bellowing and losing because of it, but he finally has a team that is working along with his bellows and not just being silly. All the characters are outputting stress, and that's actually working out very, very well. So dropping the Manacles here pretty much guarantees that I've won. I can pass from now on, and it's GG. Like, there is legit... Oh no, actually, the Leper can still heal himself. Okay, I have to drop a Yelp here, fine, but after this it should be GG. Unless this heart attacks the Crusader. Okay, yeah, that's a hard attack. Alright, fine, I'll have to drop another Bellow. But yeah, they're falling like dominoes, and it's just going to be another Bellow. And what should this team be called? Maybe this actually looks a lot more like Flays and Stress, except you'd have a Crusader in position 1 rather than a Hellion. So this could be the Hellion Flays, though he would never play this, so I'm not sure that would be fitting. How do I not do enough? Man-at-Arms, how do you not do enough? You're disappointing me. Well, get the final kill. Oh, she got a crit on it! So she does actually get the final kill. Good job, Alien. Wow, she actually goes for the breakthrough and immediately gets a crit. Good freaking job. It's not every day I say that, but Hellion actually pulled through. If there were Purge on the opponent's team, then this would have been an absolute disaster, but since there was no Purge, the Hellion actually did amazing. And breakthrough doing stress. Oh, you know what? Mr. D just said stress breakthrough Pog. You know what would be awesome? I just realized this would actually be amazing. If the Hellion, if her Bone Vest, instead of like giving her some move resistance, which is the change that I suggested for it, if instead of that, it gave her on melee hit stress dealt plus 15. Just like the Bounty Hunter's, what do you call it? Just like the Bounty Hunter's infamous Visage. But the thing is, on the Hellion, she has Wicked Hack and Iron Swan and Bleed Out, which wouldn't work well with it at all. But Breakthrough would. A Breakthrough would do absolutely amazing. It would be doing 15 stress, like 15 stress on each, so 45 stress. It'd be a grape shot. It'd actually be a grape shot. Can you imagine that? Can you freaking imagine that? That would be absolutely awesome. But yeah, that is going to be all she wrote for today. Hope you all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you again another time. Cheers!